dramatic spin. She run directly past the guy with the violin. Secret code exploding pen. She's braced herself for the fight again.
Helicopters in the sky. She keeps on running and looking fine. Makes it seem easy to act elite. Whoa! Running backwards down the street. Stay cool, don't shout. Now she will find the best way out. Step to the left, blend with the crowd. Oops, dropped my keys, that was a little too loud. Smooth like butter, sharp as a knife. I stay composed while running for my life. Run, run, run before the sirens sing. That's how you do Bluebell's secret agent swing. Hey! Mission status: extremely complicated. I meant to do that. There goes the chandelier crashing down. Smooth like butter, the queen of the disguise. The entire casino is on fire tonight. Run, 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 everybody scream. That's how you do Bluebell's secret agent swing. Hey! Has landed.
Night, the wind is cold and dead. A quiet street where angels fear to tread. The boogeyman is walking, mask of pale white ghost. Tonight he's hunting for the things he hates the most. He hears a heavy breath, a shadow tall and grim. Another king of terror is waiting here for him. A hockey mask of bone, a machete gleaming bright. Two unstoppable forces collide into the night. No words are spoken, no warnings are displayed. The kitchen knife meets the heavy rusted blade. They're rising from the dark, leaving behind their mark. Mike and Chase, the titans of the screen. The bloodiest battle that you have ever seen. Two silent killers, neither one can die. Underneath the cold and bitter autumn sky. Down, but Michael doesn't fall. He grabs the giant by the throat against the brick wall. But Jason doesn't feel it. He breaks the deadly grip. The camp counselor killer lets a brutal slash rip. Sparks fly in the alleyway. The pavement starts to crack. A relentless assault. A terrifying attack. Mike and Chase, the titans of the screen. The bloodiest battle that you have ever seen. Two silent killers, neither one can die. Underneath a cold and bitter autumn sky. starts to build.
Hundreds of miles, counties between. A face on a glass screen, a blue bell in a dream. I've been counting the days, watching the clock in my empty bedroom where the silence stops. Yodelay-dee-doo. The silence calls. One long drive just maybe to be your man, leaving behind my lonely caravan. The distance melts with every mile. I close my eyes and see your smile. My sweet bluebell.
Skin on skin, finally here.
No more space, no more fear. The waiting is over, a lifetime begins.
Nothing between us but skin on skin.
Through many miles in the rushing crowd, suddenly the world just silences out. I feel your touch, my universe spins. Where the longing now ends, a love story truly begins.
My world spins round.
Skin on skin, finally here. No more space, no more fears. The dreaming is over, the reality begins.
Nothing between us, it's skin on skin.
No more screens, no digital glow, just the heavy rhythm of the breath we know. Tangible love, solid and true. I'm finally gonna be waking up next to you.
Skin on skin, finally here.
No more space, no more fears. The dreaming is over, the reality begins.
Nothing between us, it's skin on skin.
Just you and me. No miles left to count. Finally together,
Skin on skin. Skin on skin. Skin on skin. Skin on skin.
We, as a people, are a shell of our former selves, and there are no easy fixes. I am not going to tell you comforting lies about the condition of our country. I have only ever been honest with the British people, and I will be straight with you now. What is necessary will be incredibly painful. I do not believe in conserving or reforming the status quo. I do not believe in the status quo at all, and nor do the majority of the British public. We do not need more of the same. We need a democratic revolution.
I am offering you the opportunity, but it is up to you to take it. I hope you will consider joining me in this fight. Together, we will restore Britain. Look, Nigel Farage, the owner of Reform, was on national television just now. I am extremely uninterested in sliding into the filth he's responding to. He's attempting to deflect from the fact that 2 of his senior MPs allowed a brutal third world Sudanese savage in our country. A man was almost beheaded, neck slashed apart, eyes gouged out in the middle of the street. He was saved from having his head sawn off by brave bystanders. He was welcomed into our country, handed a visa by who made the call? Reform's Robert Jenrick as Immigration Minister and Reform's Suella Braverman as Home Secretary. We have unvetted, unchecked third world barbarians in our towns, all over Britain, because of what those Reform politicians inflicted on our people. I will not forget. and I certainly will not forgive. Genric and Braverman have blood on their hands. That is what Farage does not want you to talk about.
For 30 years, this country has been run into the ground by an establishment that does not care about the interests and concerns of ordinary British people. Mass immigration, economic collapse, woke ideology, and the relentless creep of radical Islam. Everywhere you look, this country is in decline and has been for a long time and again. The decent men and women of this country have tried to use the ballot box to make their voices heard, only to have it thrown back in their faces by a political class that has forgotten who they are supposed to be serving. That is why I have decided to launch Restore Britain as a national political party.
A Restore Britain government will aim to prosecute officials and politicians who knowingly place dangerous third world savages in our communities. This will apply retrospectively. A great number of people will go to prison for what has been inflicted on our British communities. Rupert Lowe, MP.
Look at this area, walking the line, doing what they told ya. Badwolf in the house, stripping away the wool. Listen closely now. You walk into the booth with your head held high, thinking you're the one who's gonna touch the sky. Got that badge on your chest saying change is nice, but it's the same old script and the same old lie. You talk about a revolution, talk about the new, but you're standing in the line like the rest of the queue, voting for the butcher when you are the stew. Yeah, the joke of the century is looking at you. You're a self-made martyr in a plastic crown, buying up the hype that's trickling down, checking off the box for the corporate clown, while the whole damn system is burning to the ground.
Reformer, you think you are a world transformer, but you're just another lukewarm performer. A liquor
Boom, down, 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 down.
reformer, you're sleeping in the cultural corner. The wool is on your eyes, but it's warmer.
Voting for the wolf at the door. Let's talk about the wool, let's talk about the sheep. So woke to the trends, but you're fast asleep. Pulled your own fleece right over your eyes, blaming the world for your own disguise. You think you're a rebel, a radical mind? You're just a blind man leading the blind. You sign the petition, you post on the feed, but you're feeding the monster, feeding the greed. Bad wolves at the gate, and I'm showing my teeth, slicing through the fake that you hide underneath. You wanted a savior, you wanted a guide, but you're just a coward with nowhere to hide.
Reformer, you think you are a world transformer, but you're just another lukewarm performer. A liquor
Boom, 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 down, 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 down.
reformer, you're sleeping in a cultural corner. The wool is on your eyes, but it's warmer.
Voting for the wolf at the door. A change.
Change, you cry it out, but what is it you're really about? More of the same, just a different name, a different piece in the very same game. The sheep will march, the sheep will cheer, clapping for the things they fear. You pull the wool, you close the gate, and sign the warrant for your own fate. Reformer,
Who you fixing?
reformer.
Who you tricking? You voted for the chains, now wearing with pride. Bad wolf out, nowhere left to hide.
One,
We.
Neon horizon bleeding into the blue. Asphalt is burning, got nothing to do. Tape deck is clicking, a cassette rewinds, leaving the city and the chaos behind. The dashboard is glowing, the headlights awake, testing the limits of the choices we make. Windows rolled down, caught the scent of the sea. Tonight we are running, tonight we are free.
In the summer of '85,
We felt so alive,
chasing the shoreline.
learning to fly.
No looking backward,
No brakes on the wheel.
chasing the ghost of the way that we feel.
Arms casting shadows in the fading twilight. FM radio singing into the night. A postcard in motion, a moment in time, suspended forever on this highway of mine. The dashboard is glowing, the headlights awake, testing the limits of the choices we make. Windows rolled down, caught the scent of the sea. Tonight we are running, tonight we are free.
In the summer of '85,
We felt so alive,
chasing the shoreline.
learning to fly.
No looking backward,
No brakes on the wheel.
chasing the ghost of the way that we feel. The sun sinks away, but the heat remains, lost in the rhythm of the coastal lakes.
Driving forever.
The summer of
Check the frequency, turn it up loud. Badwolf's in the room, shifting the crowd. Forget the old rules, forget the routine. We're stepping right into a brand new machine. Body groove.
You sit at the table with a smile so sweet, sharing the bread and kissing the feet. They feed you the words, you sing them right back. A beautiful bird in a tailored trap. Look at the wool, it's fluffy and white, but look at the teeth when they smile in the night. You echo the lines, you never hit pause. You're clapping your hands, but who gets the applause? Are you sure they're your friend? Let's see how this ends. Is you in the bad click, walking blindly into the trick. Holes in the wall, leading the blind, leaving your own damn brain behind. Is you in the bad click? I wrote in the script, making me sick. They tell you who's good, they tell you who's bad. They're taking the only real mind that you had. You're wearing the badge, you're playing the part, but there's a cold black hole where they tore out your heart. You think it's a squad, I think it's a cult. When the sheep start biting, whose is the fault? Echo the lines, you never hit pause. You're clapping your hands, but who gets the applause? Is you in the bad click, walking blindly into the trick. Wolves in the wall, leading the blind, leaving your own damn brain behind. Is you in the bad click? I wrote in the script, making me sick. Stop, think, look at the pack. Once you go bad, wolf, you never go back. They feed you the lie, you swallow the pill. You're climbing the ladder but dying on the hill. Wake up, break out, look at the fakes, smiling at you while they're feeding the snake. Is you in the bad click? Just a sheep in the dark. Is you in the bad click?
Listen close to the howl in the night. There lived a man in a cold, forgotten land. He had a hunger that the world could not withstand. Some people looked at him with terror and with fear, but to the broken souls, he was the only seer. He wasn't holy, no, he didn't preach the light. He was a phantom creeping deeper through the night, with eyes like embers and a tongue of silver thread. He'd knock the crown right off the dictator's head. He could lead you to the brink, he could make the empire sink. Full of venom, full of pride, with a bad wolf deep inside. Baba Badwolf, master of the midnight hour. There was a chap that never wanted power. Baba Badwolf, dancing while the kingdom burns. It was a shame, how did the tables turn? Baba Badwolf, master of the midnight hour. He will not stop till we've dethroned the power. the streets with a solid iron grin. A master of the dials, his records start to spin. But when the gobshites tried to put him in his place, he laughed aloud and looked them in their face. They tried to trap him with a cup of poisoned wine. He drank it down and said, the pleasure's entirely mine. They brought the blades out, tried to cut him to the core, but like a true bad wolf, he only howled and asked for more. They shot at him once, they shot at him twice. They really thought his beast would pay the price. But you can't kill a shadow, you can't lock up the wind. The countdown is starting, let the chaos begin. 1, 2, 3, go! Chap that never wanted power. A bad wolf dancing while the kingdom burns. It was a shame. How did the tables turn? Master of the midnight hour. He will not stop till we've dethroned the power. A bad wolf dancing while the kingdom burns. It was a shame. But now his turntables turn. The pack always wins. I used to be a creature of the shadows and the night, running through the timber, running from the light. A lonely howling bad wolf, living by the law of teeth and bone. I never knew a gentle word, I only knew the wild alone. But then you walked into the clearing with your petals sweet and blue, and the world stopped spinning bluebell when I looked at you. Oh, I was never much for book learning, never cared for ABCs. I was busy chasing high winds through the bending trees. But you took this rugged heart of mine and you taught it something new. Yeah, the greatest day of my life was the day I learned to spell out L-O-V-E-Y-O-U.
Now Wolf ain't meant to sit down and practice with a pen, but I traced out every letter, then I started back again. I is for the inspiration that you bring me every day.
L-O-V-E
Is the only thing this old hound wants to say.
You're my sweet, sweet bluebell, rooting deep inside my soul. You took a wild and broken beast and you went and made him whole. Yeah, I was never much for book learning, never cared for it. this rugged heart of mine, and you taught it something new. Oh, the greatest day of my life was the day I learned to spell I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. They said a flower and a wolf could never find a way, that the winter frost would take you, or the wildwood spring away. But my roots are wrapped around you now. I'm standing by your side with a love so big and burning. It's a feeling I can't hide. So let the whole world hear me howl it to the moon above. 4 little letters, darling, meaning nothing less than love. Yeah, I spell it out for you. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U.
Thank you very much.
Shadow stretch across the sacred canyon floor. Bluebell steps up and I am locking the door. 2 spirits bound by blood, bone and iron will, standing on the precipice where the wind goes still. They call us dangerous, they call us the wild, but in your eyes, Bluebell, the tempest is mild. Our music isn't sung, it's hunted and caught, a soul bond deeper than the battles we fought. No turning back. We are dancing with the wolves in the violet light. Badwolf and Bluebell reclaiming the night. Our strength is the rhythm. Our love is the fire. Tremble under paws of steel. This is the only truth that we both feel. Your fur against mine in the twilight mist. Passion too savage to ever resist. We howl to the cadence of the beating drum. Deaf to the world, blind to what's to come. They hear our song and they shake with fear, but it's just the music of 2 souls held near. Through the brush, through the briar, through the smoke, through the fire, bound together, woven forever. No turning back. We are dancing with wolves in the violet light. Badwolf and Bluebell.
windows rolled down, rolling into the bay. I see the shoreline glowing in a haze of pure gold. Yeah, where we're writing the stories that we've always been told. Got a cooler in the trunk and the radio high, just a bunch of lifelong dreamers underneath the big sky. Oh, can you feel the current shifting? The tide is low, but our spirits are lifting. Look at us now, yeah, we're right where we belong, singing along to our favorite song. There's a party at the bay under the golden hour sun. The music is spinning and we've only just begun. With the drinks and the merriment, frivolity and grace, there is nothing but love painted on every single face. Yeah, we're dancing in the slipstream, laughing away. Tonight we're chasing tomorrow at the party at the bay. Oh, at the party at the bay. Flickering bonfires starting to ignite, blending right into the transition of night. You got your arm around my shoulder, looking so alive. This is the kind of magic where friendship survives. Spinning you around on the cool damp sand, spilling half our drinks with a tilt of the hand. Oh, can you feel the current shifting? The tide is low, but our spirits are lifting. Look at us now, yeah, we're right where we belong, singing along to our favorite song. There's a party at the bay under the golden hour sun. The music is spinning and we've only just begun. With the drinks and the merriment, the frivolity and grace, there is nothing but love painted on every single face. Yeah, we're dancing in the slipstream, laughing away. Tonight we're chasing tomorrow at the party at the bay. The party at the bay. Let the music take your feet. Feel the rhythm, feel the heat. Let the joy just overflow. Anywhere the wind will blow. It's the frivolity, the laughter, the love in our eyes. We are burning brighter than the summer skies. Go, go, go. There's a party at the bay under the golden hour sun. The music is spinning and we've only just begun. With the drinks and the merriment, the frivolity and grace, there is nothing but love painted on every single face. Yeah, we're dancing in the slipstream, laughing away. Tonight we're chasing tomorrow at the party at the bay. At the party at the bay, under the golden sun, just chasing tomorrow. Oh, oh, what a beautiful day. The mist is heavy on the Sussex Downs, a quiet sleep over the ancient towns. Our history is written in the stone, and we've been silent, standing all alone. Oh, the embers fade within the hearth tonight. We need a man to lead us in the fight. Georgie's got a newspaper and a cup of tea, sitting on the coastline, watching at the sea. For many years they told him what to think and how to vote, while the child rape apologists were letting in the boats. They bound up all the stories in a pretty little book, but if you read between the lines you see the things they took. Oh, don't chimp out, Georgie, keep it nice and calm. They like it when you're quiet, smiling in their palm. Don't smash the yellow hat, don't tear the pages out. The keepers in the jacket say it's bad to scream and shout, so just sit back down.
Now, at this point, I would say whether Farage rejects this offer,
2029.
ignores it, or even accepts it.
2029. Decades of the promises, the false and rotten fruit, fed to all the monkeys by a man inside a suit. They catalogued your anger, put a label on your cage, while they watered down the apologies and pocketed their wage. Now Georgie's looking closely at the bars around his room, realizing that the banana tree will never ever bloom. But don't chip out, Georgie, don't you lose your head, even though they traded all your riches for some lead. Don't smash the yellow hat, don't tear the...
Hello everyone, I think you should be able to hear me now. Right, I don't think they can hear you yet, Paul, 1 second. Right, try talking now, Paul.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, that's bad.
never mind the bollocks.
Right, try it down, take it down a bit. Try talk now.
I love Maggie Thatcher.
Right. Oh yeah. Have you got a poster of her on your wall?
No, I don't really. She's a bit old for me now, she was alive.
What have you been up to today then?
Yeah, I just had to go and sort a few things out, sort some finances out and that, and just been chilling really, just getting ready to take a break, mate.
Bloody right, mate. Yeah, looking forward to it myself. Should be fun.
Just before we lose this fucking summer.
Have you did you listen to Rupert's offer to Nigel Farage this morning?
Yeah, unbelievable. He's a clever bloke, isn't he?
He certainly is. It's a smooth move, shall we say? He's laid his trump card down on top of Nigel. I don't know what Nigel can do about it, really.
What can he do? It's sort of like, he's called him out, and
Well, yeah, he has. He's called him out and Reform out.
For him, innit?
Well, yeah, you think so, really? Yeah.
But then I look at it and I think, why would he want to be dealing with him? They're all.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think he does. You know, I don't think he would have even made the offer if he honestly thought that Nigel would ever accept it. This was literally just an opportunity to embarrass Nigel and to embarrass Reform for what they've become, what they should have been, and what they've become.
It's too like I've heard loads of people say, and like I said, I don't know much about politics, but Muslim MPs, seriously. What is that all about?
Yeah, well, it's it's just become part and parcel of the establishment now, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's wrong, in my opinion. I realise I have to say that now. You know what I mean? In my
yeah, well, I am inclined to agree with you. I have to say, we never agreed to it. It was, this is something that was just done, and allowed. I'm of the opinion that we need to change that. I personally don't think that we should be allowing any dual citizens or foreign nationals of any shape or form into our government, and certainly not. If we went to their country, would we be allowed in their government? If the answer is no, then why should we let them in ours?
Yeah. No, you're having a Turkish, isn't you?
Well, yeah. So let's ask that question. Does this country let us know? Does this country let us know? Does this country let us know? Well,
No.
all the ones that say no, we won't let you either. It's, you know, it's only fair, isn't it? Well, pretty much, yeah.
And it goes along them same lines as our
So why should we?
Go to these countries,
so why should we just allow anyone from anywhere in the world come in and take power over us? It's mental.
Yeah.
No other country does it. Why are we doing it?
It's right, Badwolf. Like our government tells us not to go to these countries, and we've got representatives from their governments in our government.
Yeah, right. Yeah. They're on the no-fly list, and you're welcome to come here and take power over us. Yeah, it's insane.
Can't make it up, can I? It's fucking
no.
It's just like
it certainly doesn't feel like an accident, does it, Paul?
No, it don't. It don't, mate. It really don't. It's like it's so predictable what's coming, and then like try and tell that to people. Like it's right in front of their eyes. You can see what's happening. They're telling you what's fucking happening. What they're doing.
They are. Yeah.
People ain't listening. No, I mean, the way they spin it.
When that video from the WF came out telling us that we were going to own nothing and be happy, I genuinely thought that it was a spoof, like a parody. I had no idea that was real. Yeah. It took me a while to realise that no, this is real and this is what they actually want for us.
That's another spin. That's like a spin on Christianity. You'll own nothing and be happy, because that's the message at the end of the day, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, we all know that isn't. We all know that isn't true.
Yeah. You get along them lines. You know what I mean? If you get what I don't know.
I'm sure from the first moment that a human managed to make a tool out of a rock, that was their prized possession, and then all of the other humans wanted that rock. You know what I mean, or a rock like it, and there were, you know, like there's always been. Possessions at the end of the day. There's always been something that belongs to somebody. To say that you will own nothing when we literally owned the rocks that we collected is insane.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, when it does kick off and it all gets fucked up, they ain't going to build it back up, are they?
Well, no.
It is going to kick off. I don't care. Not in my opinion. It's going to.
Yeah, I'm of the opinion that we're going to have to suffer another atrocity before that happens. I think at the end of the day, it's almost without fail every single day. There's one of these people trying to get into one of our schools. It just so happens that the most recent occurrence happened during the school holidays, because they're not aware of how our school holiday systems work. Quite frankly, I find it hard to keep up with. But when the kids go back to school, I wouldn't be sending my kid back to school. There's no way in hell I would be putting my kid back into a public school at this point.
It's like I said to you, one of my daughter's mates, she's a teaching assistant in her late 30s, advising her and her mates to like homeschool them because of what the carry-on was going on at the school and that.
Yeah. The moment I found out that they were doing like when our when my parents were young and our grandparents, etc. They did drills in schools to hide under desks because of bomb raids, and that
mutual assured destruction.
Yeah, that kind of stuff I can kind of understand. They're now getting our kids to hide under desks to practice hiding from psychopaths
and praying at the same time on rugs while they're down there.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, mental.
That's a separate issue. But the fact that they're educating our kids to the fact that at any moment a psychopath might come into the school and you're going to have to hide under your desk, and that we've got this special drill, it's fundamentally offensive on every single level.
It's craziness. Who would have thought that? You'd be living in times like that now, where your kids go through that at school, instead of enjoying themselves, having a giggle and all that.
Yeah,
and learning about life. not fucking hiding under desks, worrying whether they're going to be fucking stabbed or murdered or whatever
No,
by
yeah,
some
no.
nutter.
When I was a kid, right, they taught us knife safety. They taught us how to handle knives. They taught us pen knives. We often carry pen knives on us. We use them for doing all kinds of things. I remember yeah, a bit of whittling as a child, right? I was a Cub Scout. They took us to a big long section of Stain Street, which is a Roman road. And between us,
I know
well,
that.
I think I was 11, 10, probably 10, 11 years old. They handed me a machete and sent me off to clear some of this roadway, and all these lads were down there hacking away with machetes. Nobody got killed, nobody got injured, nobody was stabbing each other.
Well, when I came back from London to where my mum lives, it's an army town, Badwolf. Like, everyone went to clubs and army cadets now. I learned how to strip a Lee Enfield 303 and an SLR, shooting a Martini to 202 and that. You know what I mean?
I very much value my days as a Cub Scout, and then I was a Sea Cadet myself. I thoroughly enjoyed my days in the Sea Cadet. I got to do all kinds of things. I rode up alongside the Ark Royal and banged on the side. Try doing that nowadays.
I'll tell you where I was fishing the other day, actually. Right above the HMS Victory off Dover.
Oh, wow.
Up there. Just a couple of 100 yards off it. Rental there. It used to stick out the water there. Where's our Navy now?
She's been in Portsmouth for several decades now, hasn't she?
Yeah, that's a rebuild, isn't it? That one, a replica.
Oh, is that a total replica?
Is that the HMS Victory?
Yeah.
It must be, because the wreck's there in the water. You can look it up.
Right. I know that
I think it's the Victory.
I think it's the Viking is the actual wreck they've got there, isn't there? I've been on that as well, or what's left of it.
Yeah. But it is a big wreck there. There's a few wrecks we fish there on that.
I've been to them since I was a child.
That's another thing. That geezer, like, did you see all that on the news the other day about the French shooting at the MP and that in the boat?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
go on.
Filming it.
Yeah, go on, fill us in. I don't know a lot about it.
But that geezer, I know that geezer.
Yeah.
He's got a catamaran, yeah. But that's their go-to fella when they want to go out. All the MPs and all that, Farage and all that, yeah.
Right.
That's who they go to. He's a proper knobhead. He's a registered stalker. That's a fact. You can look it up. Right. The French are out there doing them exercises. They do them. They're not live. It's a very, very low chance they're live brand. You know what I mean? They're nowhere towards them or nothing. They just, what he does, right? He's not a commercial fisherman. This geezer who took them out there, right?
Right.
He takes about 8 or 10 tourists at a time, charges them 80 quid to go. So before he even leaves the harbour, he gets 800 quid. Takes them out fishing, and he steams straight over to where we fish and all the other commercial fishermen fish, and fucks it up. He's a proper knobhead. We've had so many rows with him. I showed you that video, innit? I sent you that video. That's him. That's that fella.
Right.
Coco. Yeah, and like
so what's he claiming happened, and what actually happened?
He claimed like they had the news on the boat, and I think it might have been the Conservative MP. I'm not too sure, but like looking at what the French, well, it's like out there with the boats and all that.
Yeah.
You ain't allowed near them. There's an exclusion zone around them. You can't get anywhere near the boat. And the French are out there doing an exercise, and then all of a sudden, you see it on the news. Like, oh, they're firing at us. The French are fucking firing at us. Keep us away from what they're doing with the dinghies and all that. But nothing like that. It's all fake. It's all fake misinformation, mate. I'm telling you that is 100%.
You said there's an exclusion zone. What happens if you go in that exclusion zone?
They'll approach you. They'll be straight on you.
But they're not going to shoot at you.
Like no, the French won't come anywhere near you. It's the British Border Force and Security Control. They sit off Goodwin Sands and wait for them. They wait for the French to radio them, and they've got drones up, like keeping an eye on everything what's going. The other week when I was out there in the wind farm, here's another thing, right? Nigel Farage, his son Tom has got a new boat, right?
Right.
When I say a new boat, a couple of years old, he docks on the pontoon next to where my mate's boat is, yeah?
Hmm.
He goes out, he ain't a fisherman, but he goes out fishing. He also works on the wind farm. Yeah?
Right.
Mate, he's a registered worker on the wind farm. See him going out there on the catamaran. And he's also got a tuna licence, right? Them tuna licenses is like a lottery, Badwolf.
Right.
If 600-700 people apply for that licence, 2 or 3 names will get pulled out of the hat. His name get pulled out of the hat before Brexit, year before Brexit.
And he's not even a fisherman, not really.
So that's 3 different jobs his son's registered for. Yeah? How he got them is anyone's fucking guess. And it just when all what's going on with Farage and all that, it just with him it don't add up. And I get where Rupert's coming from about wanting to be with unite the right and that. Fucking right and all. We need it badly, don't we?
That his speech wasn't
Everyone's
designed to
fighting
unite. His speech wasn't designed to unite anything. His speech was designed to inform the Reform voters who haven't realised it yet that they're barking up the wrong fucking tree.
Yeah, get your asses over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Well, yeah. At the end of the day, that's the only message. It's the only message you can take from it. Like, I know there's a whole bunch of people out there that think, I've seen people going, oh no, it's a terrible idea. Oh god, it's never going to fucking happen. Nigel Farage is never going to eat humble pie enough to accept that deal, and he's already made promises to enough people that those 5 requirements he's never going to be able to agree to. Neither is Reform. It will cause their party to self-destruct if they even think about agreeing to those 5 things. It's never going to happen. Never.
How long is it before the next general election if we have to wait?
Well,
a couple of years, is it?
Well, it's 2029, isn't it? We're not, we're not even in 2027
I don't
yet.
really do politics. Well, I've learned a lot over the last couple of months, and the only way out of this, I don't think we got till then, mate. I really don't. As someone who don't really know about politics and that, I don't really like the feeling I'm getting and what I'm hearing around me is I don't think we've got that long, mate.
I think you're right. I think we're going to go through more tragedy. Whether or not it's going to push at the end of the day, I don't think this nation's going to go right to the point where there's mass civil unrest until we've got to the point where people are struggling to eat. That's what's the usual cause of it. If you're not able to feed your family, then you're going to start to go mental at that point. And we're nowhere near that. But I do think that another if some more little girls get murdered or some more children get murdered anyway or whatever, and another big public thing like actual Rudy Cabana happens again. What happened at Southport is going to happen bigger and better than it ever did before. The whole nation's going to come out about this at that point. It's, they're doing it weekly. They're doing it. There's protests happening in a town or a city somewhere. Multiple protests all the time, every day at the moment, and you hear almost nothing about it. If you're not on YouTube, you wouldn't even know it's fucking happening.
You wouldn't. And do you know what? In my opinion, it's just my opinion. I ain't saying this is going to happen or it will fucking happen or anything. But imagine if some nutter who's done a bit of fucking bird and that, who don't give a fuck about nothing. Imagine one of his kids gets done. Right, and gets a few of his mates. I'm telling you, it'll happen. It's going to fucking happen. In my opinion, it's going to happen.
Yeah, and if it doesn't happen between September and Christmas, which I think it's most likely to happen, then maybe we'll get through this year. But getting through another whole summer next year and then another one after that, it just seems impossible, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We've had a near miss already this year, one we know about. What about all the ones that we haven't been told about? We know for a fact they
Yeah.
keep an awful lot of secrets from us.
Don't know, eh? Don't know.
Mm.
I've been looking into that Fabian stuff for quite a while. That's calm, mate. Just the fact that their symbol is like a wolf, a wolf
I
in sheep's
put
clothing. You know what I mean?
I put the fact that I did not know who the Fabians were, the society was. I didn't know anything about them until I'm going to say probably this year. I'm going to put that down to a massive failure of the right wing. The fact that they have never really educated the public to the fact that the Labour Party were formed from the Fabian Society. They're entirely, operated by the Fabian Society. We're like, why is it that our country isn't well aware of who the Fabians are, what they do, what they want? Why is it that no Conservative, no right wing, no Tory, none of them have ever come out and educated us on this? Why is it that we only really found out about them this year? It's such a weird thing, and it's a massive failure, in my opinion, of the right.
Crazy, isn't it? Craziness.
Yeah.
When
Nigel.
when
No,
you
when has Nigel Farage ever talked about it?
like he don't know. Like,
They need.
he's probably one and all.
At the end of the day, I'd like to think that Rupert's got a plan to essentially make the organisation illegal, because their aim is to take down our nation.
Yeah. What's your opinion on the king of our country? I ain't gonna say our king.
Yeah, well,
My king, 'cause he ain't
he's
my
not.
fucking
Yeah,
king.
he's not my king either, is he? He's not. I'm of the opinion that.
Where I live, he's supposed to be the head of the Church of England, and it's fuck.
Well, yeah, I'm of the opinion that he converted to Islam some time ago, and that's
Yeah.
been kept secret from us, and therefore essentially, I don't know how it all works, but I would imagine that would essentially render his status as king invalid.
Well, what I've read that he's apparently he can be. Is it caliph if he wants to be? Is it what they call a caliph?
No,
Is that like a style? Like,
I don't really know about the the legal side of things, but I know that he's made oaths, which I believe essentially are null and void if he's part of Islam.
because I think like like where we got princes, kings, and all that. Then you've got caliphs, sultans, and then fucking imams and all that. And I don't. I'll have to look it back up. I forget a lot.
Well, I know
But
what you
yeah,
mean.
apparently to do with Islam, apparently he can be quite high up and be head of their fucking churches, their mosques, and all that bollocks as well.
Probably already
Don't
is.
quote me on that, but like you can look it up. You know what I mean? Like in an age of fucking information technology, ignorance is a fucking choice. It really is. It's right in front of you, on your fingertips. Like all you got to do is look it up. You know what I mean? And people choose not to. They'd rather ask people like me and you, and then have a row because they won't have none of it.
It's been a worrying trend, unfortunately, for a long time. His behaviour, and he's never, taken that step and become the righteous king that we wanted. He's let us down from day one. At the end of the day, he let us down from his speech when he said that he's going to be the protector of the faiths, plural rather than the faith.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
there's one fucking world religion, don't they? Like the New World Order bollocks. That's what they want, isn't it?
there is none of that though, is there? At the end of the day, because Islam just wants to dominate. So you can't merge Islam and Christianity and anything else, because Islam wants to dominate the other religions. So
do you think they'll incorporate AI with it?
AI, what's that got to do with it?
Yeah. Well, like they bringing them in, like these start doing stuff with AI, like government, like AI MPs and all that bollocks. Where I can see it happening, mate.
Well, they're running before they can walk with AI in every bloody area of industry, and so yeah, they probably will try and do crazy things like that. But you know, I can imagine that you could probably nowadays create an AI person and then you know, create documents, etc. Probably, you know, run for local election, never be seen in public. Obviously, you could probably get away with, you know, or certainly won't take long before you could make a completely fake persona that would manage to get elected. There's certainly fake women out there that have got men chucking money at them, and they're, you know, it's probably just some account run by an Indian guy who's laughing.
Everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell what's real. Unless you use discernment, what is real and fucking fake? You know what I mean?
No,
really
well, you know, I think the rules have got to change. I don't think you should be allowed to run for government unless you've done 10 years in the workplace.
And you're a Christian.
Well, yeah.
English.
Yeah.
British,
I don't like the idea anymore of these career politicians. I'm not a fan of the fact that the politicians are reliant upon their salaries. Quite frankly, in some respects, although I don't really want to hand power over to rich people, I'd kind of still prefer that our government were self sufficient in some, you know, or wealthy, you know, harder to buy. You know, like with our government, you don't even need to buy them. You just threaten to take away their job and their salary, and therefore they'll do as they're fucking told. Like, you haven't got to buy them, have you?
Or
you just
call
got.
them a racist,
At the end of the day, people like Starmer, I'm sure he has exerted his authority over his MPs by saying, "I will just sack you if you don't do as you're told," and your 90 grand or whatever it is a year salary will just go away.
Yeah, what they do is like the ones, the more lefty ones in that fucking Labour or whatever you fucking want to call it. They go against him, and then what, like Burnham's doing that. Like the lot that don't agree with him, they go outside the party to the coalition and ask them to come in and give them their bollocks. It's all bollocks.
I know what you mean. They've certainly got a track record of doing exactly that, and you know, what's he done right now? You know, what's his cabinet right now? He's put essentially, you know, the people that he agrees with most in the most trusted positions, and then filled up all the other positions with probably the people that have been moaning the loudest. All he's done is shuffle the deck chairs on the sinking ship, hasn't he? Like they say, and he might be saying the right things. He might be saying things that people want to hear, but he's got no idea in his mind on how to actually achieve the things that he's saying, and he's only going to make things worse for people. For everyone, every one person whose life he improves, he's going to fuck up 5 other people's lives.
Do you know what is disappointing though? Like Manchester, that was disappointing, mate.
Dreadfully disappointing. You know, I touched on it, but
you know what I mean? That was last night. Big chance for restored to like.
It was a chance to show to show the left that we've had enough of them, and yet the people didn't come out. And I just like I watched Simon from History Debunked. He talked about it, and his take on it was very good. But there's still something just missing from his equation, if you ask me. I think it feels dodgy. Like, it feels like something dodgy's gone on. It's so far below the national average for a turnout for an election. It's significantly below the
No, I
national
can't
average.
even believe I'm even talking about it. I've never done politics. You know what I mean?
No, but you've voted though, haven't you? Like you know, even if we're not, you know, political people, then we still vote. You know, I've never really been into politics. I've got into it because I feel like we have to at the moment, like you do probably. You know, it's become the pressing issue of our times.
Fucking hell. Sad old sorry state of affairs, isn't it? Eh?
Well, at the end of the day, I'm one of these people that gave up on voting because I voted against this and it didn't happen, and then I voted against it again and nothing happened, and I voted against it again, and I voted for fucking Brexit, nothing ever fucking happened, and I just thought, well, what's the fucking point? I washed my hands of it. I'm not voting for Tory. I'm not voting for Labour. There's nobody else I'll ever vote for. I'll give up, and then Rupert Lowe comes along.
You never get what you want, do you?
No, then Rupert
Rupert
Lowe comes along. He starts a new party. He says the right things. He finally gives us an option, and there definitely was a Restore Britain candidate in that election. And did the people come out and vote for him? No. Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Where's the silent majority? Where's all these people that haven't been voting like me because there was nobody worth voting for? Now there is somebody worth voting for. Why the fuck aren't they coming out?
I had to look at that and all to see who voted, and alright. What did he get?
Even if you added up Restores and Reforms votes, they still wouldn't have taken it. So that's bollocks. And also, like, the whole thing's fucking dodgy anyway, right? Because the only reason she even won is because of the second order voting, the second choice voting. Right? They've changed the whole system to favour, you know, I don't know how it works, but basically you tick your first choice and your second choice and your third choice, and if the first choice doesn't get 50% of the votes, then they add up the votes from the second choice until they find somebody who has got 50% of the votes. So she didn't even get 50% of the votes. She only got 50% once you added in people's second choices. Like, great.
Like a little boy.
Great, you know. Oh yeah, I know, right? Very bizarre looking. Not that that should matter, but you know, stereotypical, shall we say? Very stereotypical look. You know how you can tell quite a lot about people from the way they look. I'm pretty sure I could read quite a lot from the way she looks.
Fucking hell, I like to think what people fucking think about me then. Fuck them.
Yeah, well, you know, you're a character. That's for damn sure. And I think you
we do mate.
I think people see you coming, Paul. I think she blends in a little better than you do. She's about 4 foot nothing as far as I can tell as well. I'm genuinely surprised that it wasn't a man. I don't want to be misogynist, sexist, whatever you like, but I honestly thought it was going to be a man. I was
talking the truth, isn't it?
I was very surprised. I really was. I know that Manchester's left leaning, but only 25% of people came out. Right? 25% of people came out, and less than 50% of those people wanted her. Right? That's insane. That is insane. We are talking about a tiny minority of people that are deciding our fates at the moment. The right need to get off their fucking arses and come out and stop this shit from happening in future. It's a tiny handful of people that we've got to beat. It's not even many, and yet they're not doing it. Why not? The moment I get an opportunity to vote for a Restore Britain candidate, I'll fucking vote for one. It's as simple as that. I haven't had a chance yet, but as soon as I get one, I will.
Because when it does kick off, in my opinion, the right will get the blame for that and all.
I think at that point, it's not going to matter who gets the blame. And at the end of the day,
I ain't.
History is written by the victors. At the end of the day, history is written by the victors. So the right will be blamed if the left win, and they will not. So it's not a problem, is it? They can blame us all they like, but they're going to lose. The problem is, right, if we're successful peacefully, right, and this is the thing that a lot of people aren't, I don't think, thinking about. We're successful, right? Rupert's successful. We start the deportations and we start sending millions of people back. This model will be very, very rapidly adopted by the Western world. America and Australia and you name it. They'll all follow suit and everyone will start deporting these men. And then these men are going to be sent back to countries that do not have the infrastructure, they do not have the jobs, they do not have the homes, they do not have anything. So they're going to fight over the resources, there's going to be people starving, there's going to be millions of people die for all kinds of different reasons, and that's what we're going to get the blame for.
I reckon half of them would go if we fucking took away the incentive. They'd fucking go up, they'd fuck off anyway.
Well, yeah, they will. But that's the thing.
You know what I mean?
Right. But we've had our nation filled up slowly over the course of decades and then suddenly flooded in at the last minute. If you take all of the people that are flooded into all of the countries in all of the Western world and you send them all back to the Middle East or Africa or what have you, can you imagine sending millions and millions of people back to a country where they simply don't have the infrastructure or the food or the water or the homes? It's going to be the biggest humanitarian crisis the world's ever seen, and we are going to be blamed.
Yeah. But what about our infrastructure?
Yeah, well, Paul, you're on the side of the fence where you've given up, you've gone beyond the point where you care, and a lot of us have, but there's an awful lot of people that haven't. There's still probably up to 50% of our nation that haven't. Yeah, everything's fucking 50-50, isn't it? It doesn't matter what it is. Everything seems to come down to 50-50. There's half the people that think it's right, and half the people think it's wrong.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope Sax and everyone's all right out there. Just say hello to everyone, and I think I'm going to head off now, mate. I've got a lot of planning to do.
All right, well, keep me posted. Keep me posted on the planning. I'll chat with you tomorrow.
Yeah, I will do.
All right, mate. Take it easy.
And, it's always a pleasure talking to you, mate.
Yeah, mate. All right, take it easy.
Didn't swear too much.
Have a good evening. No, mate. Right. It's always good to have you on.
And you.
Thank you, mate.
Pleasure.
Bye.
Take care. Stay safe. Keep.
Different breed, marching out into the heat with terrifying speed. Sun's absolute lifting, we are cracking the flags. Got the sunburn coming and packing no bags. Just a flask of warm tea and a canvas chair. Skin turning bright pink, but we don't care. Why do we do it? Is it pride or just a laugh? Walking through a heat wave in a melting British summer. The non-locals call us mental, shouting from their beach huts as we sip a lukewarm pint that the landlord just served up. Only mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. 2 scoops of ice cream melting on the run. Yeah, only mad dogs and Englishmen underneath the blazing sky. Oh, such luck. We're roasting alive and we could not give up. Flying Friday and the heat is getting proper savage, proper peak, sweating through the bed linen, can't even speak. It's an absolute scorch, a bloody dynamic, running through the sprinklers, causing a panic. Not coffee, sunstroke, losing my head. Should've stayed inside, ate some crumpets instead. But we're out in the noon, absolute state. Mad dogs in the sun, standard mate. Check the rhythm, let the speaker talk. Just a dog and a bloke on a midday walk. Chucking it down with sweat, but we never run. Yeah, we're cooking in the kitchen of the British sun. Oh! Ice cream melting on the run.
used to be a graying wolf alone on the sea, and you became the light on the dark side of me. But the soil has turned sour, the roots have grown cold. An empire of glory, a story of old. The English roses bloom, so pristine and true, while the pride of the lions lies down to receive more bad news. There are jackals feeding on the roses tonight, creeping through the forest in the palest moonlight. Now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits the gloom on the grave, and the petals are bleeding. How can they be saved? They thought they were safe in their cages of gold. The lions were sleeping, their stories are old. But look at the shadows, look at the floor. A beast is among them, knocking at the door. You brought the jackals to our rose garden land. Now the thorns are staining everything red. But there is a wolf, a bad wolf among the pigeons, and he's not here to prey. There are jackals feeding on the roses tonight, creeping through his rose garden in the middle of the night. Now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits the gloom on the grave. Watch the wolf tear their feathers has teeth, and the rose is in death. But still the thorns and the jackals remain. It's not fair. I didn't even do anything.
It's a long drop down to the floorboards when you're trapped on a square that you hate. Got a mind full of fire and war words, so I struck you, screaming out at the observations you made.
Go and sit on the step, yeah, you shouted, 'cause the bad wolf dropped a vid and it broke me. Now I'm sitting here broody and pouted, treating everything I say like a joke.
On the naughty step,
We rot
on the naughty step,
for what?
Just a little bit of rage.
Let's lock up the gobster
inside a cage.
I didn't do it!
My logo is mine, all mine.
But you're going through with it.
No way out until you change your mind.
Leaving all my sanity behind on the naughty step.
You want a sorry? Even a fake one. You want a tear from my eye. If there's a rule, then I'll break one. I'd rather sit here and die
On this hill,
The timer's ticking, it's ticking, but you have until September to put me through this hell. My heels are digging and kicking, I'm gonna scream and I'll yell.
I hate this Badwolf!
The wolf pack is watching me breathe. Deep breaths, they say, through your nose. Just let it simmer and seethe from my head down to my toes.
If I don't calm it down, I am stuck here. If I don't swallow the spit and the pride, gotta pretend that I'm fresh out of luck here and bury the gobshite deep down inside.
Okay, I'm ready. See? I'm calm. I'm so sorry. I'll take back the false strike.
Off the naughty step,
I rise.
look the bad wolf straight into
the eyes.
Got my freedom, but I
Paid the price.
pretending that I'm
Good and nice.
I said my sorry.
But I'm not sorry!